Alrighty, good evening / afternoon to everybody. We are coming at you with the more content from the sixth round of the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament. Today we're featuring Interslice and Uncle Reggie, who are currently in number 1 and 2 positions in the Swiss bracket, and so this may well be a preview of our grand finals. Though certainly the other runners in the top 8 will have something to say about that. Yeah, my name is Baha Blood. I'm joined here by Sean. How's it going today?
Hello, I'm okay. Yeah, today we have actually lots of runners' agreements that we should be going over. Right, first of all, infinite speed is allowed. Then we have, 6 tricks at disabled, heat runs at intermediate, 13 tricks at advanced, dangerous actions randomly allowed, 1 to 3 starting items, multi-pickup placement, no scan visor, like shuffled scan visor, strict damage strictness, two-way shuffled elevators unchecked, underwater movement without gravity allowed, starting location anywhere, Vari only, heat protection, the rest is it's all pretty normal.
Starting in training chamber access. That's a fun little room to start in here. Yeah,
and that was grapple. Okay.
A lot of tricks are going to be in logic here on advanced. The only things the runners won't be expected to do are wall boosts, spinners without boost, out of bounds, and some of the complex movement and bomb jump tricks. But anything else
what
can
was
be in here?
What was in access there? Was it wave beam?
Training chamber access was our grapple, and training chamber itself looked like just a missile.
Okay, so wave beam was a starting item.
Yes, we started with morph, wave, and grapple, and Varia, but pretty much grapple as well. Gosh, is this trick to get this missile in logic? I guess maybe it won't come to that.
Varia too. Okay.
It's entirely possible that that half pipe item is in logic with no items on advanced. I actually don't know the difficulty of that trick, but there is some. If you climb up to the top of that ramp, you can kind of fall off, get a bunch of momentum, and just roll up and grab that half pipe item without having boost ball or space jump to get up there. So it's possible that that is our first missile.
I feel like the game. I feel like Randovania creates logic like after randomizing the starting room.
Yep. Also forgot to mention we do have two-way unchecked shuffled elevators.
Yeah, so... I did say that.
We do have a missile here on...
We are going to see. Just one thing. I don't remember what exactly unchecked means.
Unchecked means that an elevator in a region can go to a different elevator in that same region.
Oh, right.
So that
I had that idea, just wasn't sure. Okay, trying to skip Hive Mecha and failing.
Yeah, this is pretty difficult without Scan Visor to do the Scan Dash. But Reggie is able to use a Combat Dash off the Wasps to get out. And can reload the room and have another try at this trick, which is still probably faster than just doing this fight. Although Interslice just opting to do the fight and be done with it.
Yeah, it looks like Interslice is just going for it.
Wait.
Reggie got a missile expansion, so that's not our launcher.
Oh, I didn't realize if you leave the room and came back, the fight trigger is just gone. I just thought you had to do the skip again.
Oh, it's just gone? Okay.
Alright, so Uncle Reggie will take a little bit of a lead here with the Hive Mecha skip then. That was good thinking with the combat dash even without the scan.
Okay, Reggie's just finished Hive Mecha. That's a Powerbomb expansion. In Gallery Wall.
I'm curious where... So we do have a decent chunk of stuff we can still do here in Chozo, but I'm curious where this main plaza and or Sun Tower elevators go. especially with the Varia suit. We'll have some access to do some stuff in Magmore. Can even do a little bit in Shorelines if we have access to that. And gosh, I don't even know what kind of stuff we can get, what nonsense we can get into in some of the later game areas with the strict levels. But it wouldn't surprise me if they tended to want to avoid stuff like Far, Chozo, and Nines until they have lots of items, unless they're really forced to by the logic progression.
I like how heat runs were allowed, and
Plaza
we just
goes to
started,
the front tower.
and we just started with.
So we are stuck in Chozo until we have access to the Far Chozo elevators. That's hilarious.
Nice, really nice. That's good. That's amazing. That's what we want to see.
That is content.
Good, really good. So, what's some grapple ledge? Yeah, I just love how heat runs allowed, and just we just started with Varia.
So yeah, Interslice here going for this grapple edge trick. Gets it nice, and that'll be boost.
Okay, that was a second try, and that's boost ball.
Yeah, the bit finicky of a trick here. You have to kind of get a decent ways to the left to activate the grapple point, but before you fall too far that the grapple beam decides not to work. And Reggie gets it as well first try. Very nice.
Morph ball bomb for Interslice.
Yep, bomb's a pretty excellent early game Chozo item. Also,
Nothing.
Pretty
Wow.
much. Yeah, we needed bombs actually to get anywhere because I don't think we can get
Yeah,
to
so
Chozo
the
elevators
runners.
without bombs. Sorry, go ahead, John.
No, nothing. I misread another setting, I think.
So yep, Interslice is going to take these bombs straight back to the Ruin Gallery Tunnel, get that check out of the way. And otherwise we can proceed now further into Chozo, have a bunch of checks there. Curious to see if either runner decides to do plant or kind of leaves it as a last resort.
Tower chamber is probably in logic, says Toaster Party. Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Gravityless is in logic, so it should be in logic.
Yep, we have boost to climb the ramp, although maybe even climbing the room without boost is in advanced. And I think scan dash over to the wave doors in logic as well. So yeah, we probably do have tower chamber. Let's see if Reggie opts to climb up for that.
I wonder what scan is.
Oh wait, we don't have scan visor.
Yeah. I wonder where it is.
So then, yeah, where do... Maybe there isn't a means to get... Well, I guess you can... There's still the standable stuff to jump across, I think. The upper part of Ruin Shrine here. Right, but we don't have scan to do the NSJ dash. But we might be able to kind of abuse that standable in the middle of the room. Yeah, Reggie gonna go for it. So yeah, this could be a big play if this. I suspect this is in logic, and Interslice did skip this check. Not necessarily an obvious thing that you needed to do, but let's see if it pays off for Reggie here. I'm having a bit of trouble with this. This climb is bad. I actually wonder if it's easier to start from the top. I don't know if you can jump to the root stuff from the top of the half pipe.
What was in vault? I didn't see that.
Oh, Reggie gets farther up. This is the worst jump coming up here of this trick. Needs to get to this kind of root chandelier thing.
Oh, you need to go over there.
Very
okay.
Nice. Onto this, and
okay, that was actually first try. Really nice.
Okay, so just a missile.
Okay, it was a missile in vault, so we don't need that. Let's see, tower chamber.
Nice NSJ,
An E-tank.
Just
E-tank in Okay, so missile in tower chamber, E-tank in magma pool.
Interslice into Arboretum probably will not immediately do Flagra. Yeah, definitely makes sense to try to clear out. See if you can get logically to the... So let's see. Do we...
Yeah, well, obviously you first want to do Butchery Hall, a few things near Furnace.
Do we logically
Ain't
have the
nothing
ability
in
to get
Watery
to
Hall access.
the Reflecting Pool save elevator? I don't think
There's
we...
2 in Farchozo, right?
There's 2 in Farchozo. I'm just trying to think if we can get up to it in Advanced Tricks. So I think you would need Space Jump for the Stone Toad, or... Is it just bombs or power bombs to blow up
we
the...
do have Boost Ball, so we don't really have to worry about that.
Yeah, but you need to drain the water. Is it just a bomb, or do you need a power bomb to drain the water in...
Okay, that was Spider Ball underwater in Watery Hall. I'm not sure if you need a power bomb.
No, you must only need a bomb because you
Yeah,
go there.
I remember.
You
I
go there before
remember
power bomb.
I remember it only needs 1 bomb in Prime 1, and a similar room in Prime 2 needs a power bomb at the
Yeah,
bottom.
that's
You
what I
need
was thinking.
2 there.
Yeah, the Gathering Hall.
That never made sense to me.
Okay, so we do have logical access to that elevator, so it's possible that nothing else of value is in Chozo. Although we did find that
Possible, but not very likely.
Yep, definitely depends on where that elevator leads to. If it is ice locked like it is in vanilla, then we can't use it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you love doing risky jumps instead of just going the normal way around?
Yep.
Okay, that's 3 powerbomb expansions in the first 10 minutes or so. That's almost full vanilla powerbombs. I mean, main powerbombs. So, without Space Jump, I'm not sure Interslice can actually check Dynamo in Watery Hall. But we'll see what's on Zoid. Oh, X-ray visor. That's fun without scan. Oh, Interslice passed up vanilla charge because we don't have scan visor. Like, we physically can't reach it. It's very easy to forget that we don't have scan, I know. But we don't. We got X-ray, which is a strange find. I'm not sure if it's logically required for anything, especially with these settings. Might just be a random find. Okay, that was nothing good on Zoid, though we got the X-ray visor out there. Yeah, Omega Pirate is the only hard requirement for X-ray visor in the game. I really hope that's not what this means.
Okay, I've returned. Sorry about that. So did Reggie miss this spider ball in Watery Hall area?
I wasn't paying attention to him. I mean, we'll see as soon as he uses Morph Ball. Yep, missed it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't get to Watery Hall at all, I think. Probably waiting to get scanned so he can do all items at once. I mean, assuming he gets Spider before he goes into Dynamo. Oh, he tried and ran out of health. Okay.
I see. Yeah, the slope jump is a bit tricky with only... Is that scan? No, it's X-ray.
Yeah, it's X-ray and burn dome. That was just...
So
Okay.
X-ray visor on these settings only gives us OP. Is not required for
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
else.
So I hope that's not what this means. I hope this is just a random find. Will definitely come in handy for ghosts. Speaking of ghosts... Call of the Elders, I think we can reach Reflection Pool from here with a wave.
Yep, we have everything to get, so we can check Vanilla Ice, even pick it up using a Powerbomb lockpick, and we have access to one of the elevators because it's not ice locked. The save station elevator does not require ice beam.
Yeah, though I think the door on the other side does need ice.
Yes, in vanilla elevators it does, but given that we've shuffled the elevators, it could take us to something accessible.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of run out of places for ice beam, so if this is ice locked, I think that pretty much means ice beam's on Flagra, which is not ideal.
Very likely, but hey, all bosses.
Although Flagra could be on Ghost as well. On advanced tricks like this, you can be expected to get the Ghost item without supers, so long as you have Spider Ball when you head up there in the first place.
Yeah, you can just exit out the back, go down a bit so the room reloads, and just go back up. No need for supers.
There's a neat little slope jump Reggie did in Energy Core to get up to this platform as it was rising without space jump. That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Let's see, so Reggie missing the Spider Ball is going to be a little bit stuck here in Hall of Elders. Without space jump to climb to the first bomb slot, or Spider to climb it with using the statue.
You just need one bomb. You just need one bomb here in Reflection Pool, so it is definitely in logic. There we go. Let's see. Is that scan? Oh,
I suspect Interslice is going to lockpick this, but might be taking a save first just in case.
Lockpick? Oh, okay. Yeah. It would be pretty bad to have to
activate the bomb slots at all, do we?
I'm sorry, what was that?
By using the 3BJ method in Hall of Elders, we don't need to activate the bomb slots at all, which means, we don't need Spider. So Reggie may think that the Spider is not required, or it may not realize that the Spider
that was thermal. It wasn't
rude.
And he's locked in as well. Okay.
Good thing Interslice saved there. It's a bit of a rude.
Where is Scan?
Yeah, with the elevators being pre-scanned in Prime 1, we are allowed to take these elevators away from here, so Scan could be in a lot of pretty dumb places.
Yeah, we don't even have to activate them, so it could be pretty much anywhere. Like, there's not that many places in the game that require you to scan stuff. It's mostly in Chozo and in pirate bases.
Yep. Yeah. Lower labs or lower mines and pirate labs.
Yeah,
both
there's
have some
just
scan barriers.
mines, labs, a bit of Chozo. Not much more.
One of the worst spots for scan would be Research Lab Hydra. Which
Yeah,
then
what's
need to
even
come in
worse
through
is
the
that
back.
thermal. What's even worse is thermal does nothing in these settings, as someone in chat is pointing out. So, like, yeah, that's just rubbing salt into the wound.
All right, Reggie gonna go for this 3VJ here. Yeah, the bomb timing is pretty unforgiving here.
So we're at workstation, hoping to see scan in there. Is that supers a flamethrower?
That looked like supers to me. Reggie's so close to getting this.
They just look so similar. I just can't tell them apart, really.
Oh, true. Yeah, we need scan visor. Interslice is gonna get all the way into
Oh
this
yeah,
tunnel,
we need
unmorph,
scan.
and realize.
We need scan for this. Oh no.
Whoops. Yeah.
Oh right,
Totally
I forgot.
me.
This seed is absolutely evil.
Yeah, I hardly ever play with shuffled scans, so this kind of stuff happens all the time.
I mean, recently I've been creating challenge seeds in like echoes, where I shuffle as many things as I can. Like I shuffle charge beam, which is not good in a game where you need charge beam for so many things. I'm like, yeah, it's fun.
This is super unfortunate for Reggie. This trick is in logic, so Reggie is not aware that that spider ball was left behind and would make his life so much easier in this room.
Yeah, it would have taken so much less time.
Yep, we have a ton of racers agreements this time. So shuffled scan, we had a random start with random reverse starting items. We have a lot of tricks turned up to advanced, so there's a lot more expectation of being able to get stuff with fewer items than normal compared to our other tournament seeds. Infinite speeds allowed. Yeah, quite a bit of fun stuff here.
Luckily, save warping is enabled, so at least if we get soft locked anywhere, we can actually get out most of the time.
Reggie is turning around, so that should lead him to Spider Ball.
Okay, this lift goes to Magmore.
Okay, so that's several
Nice.
more elevators. Oh, the lift in Magmar goes to Magmar. Didn't even realize that yet.
That's what happens when you pick unchecked. Okay, that's a missile. Is this Twin Fires or Fiery Shores?
That was the we just passed through Fiery Shores. Yeah, looks like nothing there in Short Tunnel.
Didn't get a very good look. It might have been an E-tank even. Like it looked kind of blue.
Okay, so Reggie heading back. This should be Watery Hall first, unless Reggie has forgotten about it. In which case, it might be
I hope
Lagra.
Reggie checks that. Otherwise, he's going to waste a lot of time. So luckily, this is actually a combat dash. We can do it. Is that beam? That is a beam. That's nice. Okay.
So that gives us another elevator in Chozo. Plus we have a couple more to scan here. Plus it gives us the Hall of Elders check in Chozo as well. So that is definitely a very nice find there for Interslice.
Yeah, very good. And I mean, we were running out of locations for it, so I guess it's not that surprising.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good big gamble from Reggie's side or perspective potentially here. Unless so, there's 3 checks he hasn't done here in Chozo, which is Flagra and actually 2 because without this Spider Ball knowledge, Reggie doesn't even know that Ghost is in play. So there's only 2 checks here in Chozo that could potentially bail him out of that trick.
Reggie almost got it.
Spider Ball. Yeah, this jump sucks.
Is that gravity
Nice.
or nothing? I think that's gravity. Oh, Interslice, you absolute... Ah. Just trying to piss me off.
Thermal is in play. Not that I expect Interslice to make too much of an effort. Although, honestly, if Interslice is in the area, you can pick it up just for the help against Essence. Given that I think Interslice will probably be back to that elevator at some point. But we do find Fendrana.
Okay, Fendrana. Shorelines, okay. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty open.
So the question is, how far can you climb in Fendrana on advanced NSJ? And the answer is probably
Probably a
annoyingly far.
lot.
Yeah. So this could be
Okay,
really
missile
fun.
in plasma lock. Not sure what's in the lighthouse.
So Reggie is climbing Arboretum. I'm going to head for plant. So get another 2 checks that Interslice hasn't seen.
Actually, I don't remember if it was you. Like, this is something I brought up while coming another race in the past. Like, don't you think the lighthouse and shorelines is supposed to be a bell tower?
Oh, maybe.
Don't you think that would make more sense?
Yeah, probably not a ton of ships sailing around in the ice, so not sure you would need a lighthouse there necessarily.
Okay, Reggie is doing Flagra.
Yeah, Interslice not too interested in doing a ton of stuff in Fen NSJ.
Well,
Come
hey,
back to that as a last
now we can
resort.
get thermal.
Is that our scan visor?
That looks like a visor, yeah. Yeah, Interslice is going out of their way to get it, so I think it is.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to get NSJ. Got to climb up some standable here, get a slope jump, and onto this platform, and then do some nice L jumps onto the next platform and the item. And there is scan. Wow.
Let's scan! Yay! He just used it for a second there to celebrate.
Scan visor is such an unimportant item that we don't even bother to mark it on our tracker, so Interslice gets no tracker credit
Yeah,
for finding
exactly.
that.
I'm gonna uncheck and then recheck X-ray. There.
Oh right, we don't even have scan for the easier flogger strats. I don't know if you can do combat dashes to get over. I guess maybe off these mirrors.
Well, Reggie sure is trying. Or was trying before giving up.
Very nice bunny hops there from Reggie though.
I mean, without space jump, it's definitely a lot harder. So
Okay, so you can do it off the mirrors. That's pretty cool.
yeah, they're in pretty good positions to initiate a scan dash from, like a dash from. You can even do it with grapple points, which is hilarious.
Nothing more here in Magmore. Let's see where this lava link elevator goes. Unless this is just a save warp. Or was this the destination of the other Magmore elevator we found?
I didn't read that. I really just didn't read that. We'll see. Interslice is climbing up here, so I think
Reggie kind of
this is
getting trolled by the game
actually...
here. Definitely looks like some of these bombs should have hit those damage triggers, but unfortunately is just not getting it.
One E-tank left. Soon Reggie might want to stop being so reckless. Interslice is just scanning everything. So liberating.
Yeah, Reggie with showing off some really nice movement around the Flogger ring here, with bunny hopping, You can kind of preserve your momentum and even kind of speed up. And
yeah, he actually did
room
that
like this.
earlier. Scan dashed. I'm sorry, combat dashed off a mirror. Okay, we are in overgrown cave. Missile. And we'll see frigate cross site, and we can also check the hints for the artifacts. We haven't seen a single one yet. Okay, that looks orange underwater. Yeah, Interslice. You might have wanted to get that gravity suit, you know, back when you could. Okay, Reggie's done with Flagra. We'll see what it had. Hopefully it's something useful.
Yeah, Shep points out when you're trying to do hit the damage triggers from the outside. Oh, Phazon suit.
Oh, Phazon suit. Really handy.
If the bomb's going to hit, laying a power bomb has larger.
Okay, missile expansion. So we'll have to hope that the ghosts have something, which without supers, yeah. That's going to be fun.
That's true. Interslice does have the means to pick up those super missiles now.
Yeah.
We'll have to head back to workstation at some point.
They might want to go back to workstation and get them. The easiest way at this point might just be to walk back, go back to Farchozo, and just go there.
So we have advanced tricks. We have a lot of items, and we don't have spaceship.
We have a lot of stuff we can do.
Is spaceship in Phazon mining tunnel?
Oh well. We do have Phazon suit. Oh, that was a French vanilla artifact. Okay. Interslice is gathering the hints. Object out of scanning range. Okay, checking the hints. Oh, Hydroaxis Tunnel. Main Quarry, Life Grove, Elite Research, Phazon Processing Center. Okay.
Alright, so mines is not deleted today.
If someone could write those down before we forget.
Yeah, I'm honestly not. I would never go to lower mines without space jump, and I do not play advanced tricks, so I honestly have no idea what all shenanigans.
I do wonder where it is. I wonder if it could be vanilla. I mean, we haven't checked Alcove yet. I don't think we have.
I would think Interslice would have gone up there, but perhaps not.
So, I didn't read where the lift goes from here. Apparently not somewhere we want to see. Oh, Chris is saying Alcove was missiles.
Talon Canyon went to main quarry, which we do have some means to get a few checks there. Although we haven't found the main power bomb launcher, and that makes a lot of
there is one artifact there that we could get right away. Though I assume Interslice wants to save that for later for now.
For the runner's sake, I hope that climbing root cave is above advanced, because I've seen those NSJ bomb jumps and they look absolutely atrocious. So
this
you want to go to mines or mines, Interslice?
This also goes to mines. Great. Want to do frigate Interslice without gravity?
Yeah, not a ton of great options here. I mean, picking up those going back for those supers at some point seems good. We do have a couple checks opened up in Chozo with that ice beam.
We can just walk back if we don't want to go to mines. We'll go back to Chozo, get those supers, see what else we can do with what we have.
Interslice still never did Tower Chamber. Maybe thinking about that. Yeah, this looks like a play back for a save warp. Yeah, Reggie did find Spider Ball on the way back
Let's-
to Flagra, and so from here we'll find this thermal visor in antechamber, and the Magmor Axis, which has our ice beam and scan visor.
Okay, Interslice is warping back, like I suggested. Oh.
Yeah, interesting. So we do actually have underwater movement without gravity as one of these settings in here. So that may actually make
it might be
accessible
required.
here. I'm
It
not
might be
sure what the
logically
difficulty
required.
of NSJ Gravityless Frigate is, if that's in advanced or higher. Although at this point, where can those elevators even go that's terribly interesting for us? Not much.
Yeah, we can go to
Spugs.
Mines, Vindrana, Magmor, pretty much anywhere.
In fact, at this point, do the Life Grove elevators connect to each other?
Oh yeah,
Interslice
is doing Tower of Light.
I think the tree halls connect to each other. So that Life Grove artifact, I believe, requires Frigate.
Oh no! If those connect to each other, that's just bad. Like, that's the only word I can use to describe it. Bad.
Have we missed any elevators? Maybe we haven't seen workstation debris.
I mean, we haven't seen anything in Vindrana, pretty much.
So there are 4 elevators unseen. So it is possible that the tree hall ones don't connect to each other. It's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, it's still possible that they don't. If they do, that's just cruel.
Yeah, so comment to chat. There are 2 types of settings for two-way elevators, checked and unchecked. If you have it checked, an elevator in a region has to go somewhere outside that region. On unchecked, which is what these runners are playing with, an elevator in a region can go within that region. So you'll see Interslice here taking this main plaza to Sun Tower. This is probably for what is this for? I was going to say a reverse Flagra, but we don't have supers yet. Actually, I'm not sure what the intent of this elevator is.
Maybe Interslice just wants to get closer to Reflection Pool.
So Reggie saw this visor. Oh, unfortunately, falls here. Saw the visor in antechamber, saved, and is going to do this lockpick as well, and will be summarily disappointed by it being the incorrect visor.
Thermal. It's thermal.
So for this room, it is blue on one side, ice on the other. Very nice. If you lay a power bomb on the blue side of the door and roll in quickly enough that the door closes, the power bomb can damage the blue side of the door for you, which will mean it will open up when you approach the door again, and therefore can get out of that room without the ice beam that's normally required.
Okay, so yeah, I think what Interslice wanted to do was just get closer to Fart Shozo, though from Main Plaza it's not really that big of a trick. Maybe it made more sense in their mind. So Interslice is going back to Watery Hall, so we'll finally see the item in there and the 2 in Dynamo, hopefully.
Meanwhile, Reggie heading into workstation. We'll see if Reggie gets baited by the super missile into starting to solve the puzzle, or if he'll recognize the lack of scan visor and just move on, make a mental note.
Like, oh yeah, wait.
Oh, that's right. Scan put all these checks into logic. We have a couple checks here in Dynamo.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's a missile in Watery Hall.
Reggie is doing workstation.
Oh no. Well, it would have to be both of them. This is balanced. Okay, so nothing of particular note in Dynamo either. Oh, Reggie just woke up. Nice. You know how the first thing you want to do in the morning is a very important race?
Yeah, especially against a top runner like Interslice. But no, Reggie's playing pretty well so far. Just unfortunately missed that spider ball and lost some time to the bomb jump, and then checking Flagra, which
Yeah, that's a real
fortunately did not
shame.
pay out.
What did Ghost have?
Both Sun Chamber checks were just missiles, unfortunately.
Ah, that's even worse than Flamethrower. I mean, I myself don't really wake up that early in the morning, so Reggie might just not wake up particularly early either. Maybe he's lucky enough to have a job that doesn't require you to wake up that early.
Ah, this went to debris. Okay, so that takes
Okay,
out
so
that
that's out
elevator.
as well. Not. Where did the Shorelines one go? Did it actually go to Shorelines?
I think that elevator, yeah, the monetization elevator
Yeah,
was
I think that
vanilla.
was vanilla, wasn't it?
Okay, so the unseen elevators are the 2 in Life Grove, Quarantine Monitor, and something else that I'm forgetting.
Uh, is there one other lift in
Oh, the far chosen one.
Vendrana?
The other far chosen one, which actually Interslice will check here. So
Oh,
if
the
this
ice
if
locked.
this
We haven't seen it yet, right?
if this reflecting pool elevator doesn't go to Tree Hall, then we have required freight. That will be
Ah,
lovely.
really nice. Just amazing. Either that, or we have to go all the way to Vendrana, which at that point, frigate might just be faster. Just a missile. Yeah, Hall of the Elders has a really nice song.
I don't believe the C can be NSJ. I'd have to check the requirements for Phase Encore, but I think it requires like complex bomb jump stuff. I'd have to let me check here.
If this seed actually doesn't require a space jump, I wonder where it could be. A Mega Pirate. Yeah, but
So,
we are over 40 minutes in with no space jump.
yep, with the advanced level tricks in logic here, that definitely opens up Randomizer's ability to put space jump in dumb places.
That's a welcome change of pace, isn't it?
So yeah, there's a lot of spots it could be. So we have access to Fendrana. We have
Actually,
access to
you
mines
don't
through the
need
front.
space jump for final bosses, right?
You needed to climb up the dentist's office in
Do you
anything other than
absolutely
hyper
need
mode.
it, or can you do
It
it
is
without it?
hyper mode. So even
Oh,
with these
okay.
settings, it is not. It is too difficult.
Okay, so the seed isn't NSJ.
Ah, rip. Tree Hall elevator. Lame. No required frigate. Although I guess was Hat an artifact anyways.
Don't remember. So Interslice is going back to where did this go? Okay, that's ice beam for Reggie, finally. Okay, so we're back in workstation, I think. Yeah, so looks like Interslice is about to get supers, which is definitely going to be useful for a few things.
Yeah, Interslice definitely has a little bit of a check advantage here. Unless he ends up kind of going back for Flogger at some point. But I think that's honestly unlikely. That's going to be there. Reggie sees the scan visor.
So,
What a nice spot.
like, the main difference between supers and flamethrower, like, aesthetic wise, I think flamethrower looks a bit less saturated in its colors.
Yep, to me it's more of like a darker orangey red color rather than Supers, which is more orange.
Yeah, probably should have just made it red, like plasma beam, like every other beam combo does in the game.
Yeah, it can be difficult sometimes because items I do think tend to take on a little bit of the hue of the room that they're in. Some of the
Yeah, exactly. Plus,
palettes.
they are semi-transparent, so that definitely doesn't help. Okay, that was super missiles. Okay, so that helps with some checks here and there.
Oh, interesting. So Reggie's going for the
Opens up
last. No,
TARDIS, so we don't have to do labs to check quarantine.
that's actually a good point. Doing reverse labs NSJ is much, 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 much kinder, and in fact is
Yeah.
actually going to be in logic, I believe. Whereas I don't actually know if I don't know what observatory climb NSJ is, but that might actually even be out of logic, being too difficult for advanced.
I think you could use bump jumps. I think you could just use those. But
There
they
are
don't
bomb
look.
jumps, but I think they're bad.
I don't think the jumps you have to do like normally between the platforms are that high. Should be fine. But yeah, it would definitely be better to just not have to do it. So with supers, we can actually just go to quarantine. Oh, did Reggie just get the scan? Great. Sure, he's happy. I'm sure he's very happy. So, turns out, Phazon was behind the ship in landing site. So it actually wasn't gravity in the tunnel to shorelines. It was a nothing. So I wonder what gravity is, seeing as it's not logically required.
Okay, yeah, Interslice taking this main plaza elevator again. This is probably not going to be Flagra. We'll save a little bit of time being able to do it reverse here, but this will give Reggie a little bit of time to catch up. Oh no, is not. Oh, okay, is doing Flagra.
Interslice is doing Flagra. Huge waste of time, but it's gonna help Reggie catch up.
Yep, I mean, of all the
Need to
checks
make up for
available
all
for this
the
space jump,
time wasted
these are probably
at the
two of the more
start.
friendly ones. We're starting to run out of good places for these space jump boots.
With supers, Interslice is also going to take a lot less time to do ghosts.
Also true, yep.
And with scan, they might also take less to do Flagra itself.
These bees trolling Interslice a bit here. But
Yeah,
makes it.
they fell down like twice. Yeah, Interslice is just going to take a lot less time than Reggie.
All right, so Reggie will find these artifact hints shortly here, as well as the free phase-on suit, which is always lovely to get out of the way here.
And yeah, not to mention, Interslice is doing reverse Flagra, which is infinitely easier. So yeah, as Toaster Party said, Interslice is going to take about half the time as Reggie. It's likely. So Reggie doesn't have that much time to catch up.
So Reggie will have the kind of the big decision of the seed coming up here, which is where do you go out of Talon here? Could dip into mines. Could head back for those supers.
Well, definitely
could clean up
gonna
Chozo, like
definitely gonna see hints here first.
Yeah, absolutely. But after that, could head back to Fendrana or mines or clean up Chozo and get those super missiles. So not sure what the honestly I don't know what I would decide here. So I'll be curious to see what Reggie will do. I'm still here. Sorry, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, sorry, I was typing. Yeah, like, so the like frigate isn't required, right? For
Is that only how far you have to go for the Sun Chamber layer? That is, I thought you had
looks
to drop.
like it.
I've been rolling down farther than I needed to, way too long.
I go down to the last platform and jump back up. Usually, looks like I've been overshooting it this whole time.
Yeah, that's what I've always done. Roll all the way down, but I guess I'm wasting some frames.
Okay, so yeah, we do have a hydro access tunnel. There's life growth, elite research. I wonder which one it is. And PPC, right? So they are in relatively easy to access locations.
Yeah, artifacts really not too bad this scene. The question just is, where is Space Jump and where is Plasma?
The artifacts aren't that bad. It's everything else that's bad.
I am pretty sure I saw Interslice do Transport Tunnel B at some point. And yes, sorry, I missed that artifact. Yeah, good play. Given the kind of linearity of this seed, keeping this kind of backup save here before heading into Chozo is definitely going to save Interslice some time.
Yeah, that was actually a really good move. That's further gonna take away time from Reggie to catch up.
So Reggie going to climb, get the Transport Tunnel B item, and discover the other elevator to phase on mines. And at that point, we'll see if he takes one of them, or if he nopes out like Interslice did. Yeah, I think Corey's a good play here. The only thing that would kind of make me hesitant about Corey is we don't have the main PB launcher. So it's not... A lot of the checks in mines are logically locked by that. PPC is...
Yes.
Alright, we're going to do PPC.
So right, without main bombs, I think we are supposed to go to Fendrana.
There's definitely things we can do here in mines. Unfortunately, I don't know if this PPC artifact is terribly safe to pick up NSJ, though. Even climbing up to the midway point of that room is probably pretty bad.
Yeah, PPC is pretty brutal if you can't double jump. Or
We'll see if
just
Reggie goes
jump
for this
very
or just
high
leaves
like
it
the
for later.
pirates.
Meanwhile, Interslice is heading for shorelines, so we're going to see the runners cover different ground here.
Yeah, we have vanilla shorelines left.
Yeah, Reggie thinking. It sucks to leave this, but I mean, honestly, this is not far from Artifact Temple, so it's like it's pretty easy to get this at the end of the game.
I think Reggie was trying to see what was in there, and then remembered, oh yeah, it's an artifact.
So let's see, what can we do easily here, NSJ? Ventilation Shaft and Central Dynamo are both pretty free for us. And then we can head up into Upper Mines.
Yeah, Vent Shaft is okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so Reggie was trying to see how high the invisible platforms went. Not high enough, apparently. Okay, that's a missile behind the ice here in Infandrana. So luckily we don't have required plasma yet.
Let's see, is Chozo Ice Temple climb in Logic might well be. Yeah, vanilla PBs would be fun.
It sounds like a pretty easy trick, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it is in Logic.
Get a great look at what was here in Vent Shaft. Nope, just a missile. Reggie apparently didn't get a great look either. It's turning around.
Did the sky bug out there for a second? I swear for just a fraction of a second, the sky looked like a starry night sky.
Does it make no research bad to climb NSJ? I'm a little surprised Reggie didn't head straight to Central Dynamo first.
We'll see how that
was like a point.
See how that goes.
Oh, maybe just check.
Oh, that's Nintendo.
Oh, right, Central Dynamo is bad as fine. But Reggie could have gone there, looked, seen if it was space jump, because I think it could be a vanilla space jump there as sort of a point of no return thing, and then just if it wasn't space jump, turn around. But okay, yeah, pretty unlikely that truly was the play.
So Interslice is just doing the ruins here. I hope there's nothing important in here, because otherwise we need to get plasma and then get back here, which is not ideal.
Just knee tank and vanilla grapple. And Reggie gonna head for elite research, looks like, yep.
Yeah, makes sense. So I think we're going from... Actually, are we going from the right side or the wrong side?
We're gonna come out behind the mining drill wall, so we'll have to do the boost
through,
but
yeah, so we have to infinite boost. That's not too hard for the runners. And we can see the item right away, and of course I didn't see very well.
Reggie's best friend Calvin. Let's see what antics Calvin has for us today. Yep, Calvin's sticking around. Normally Calvin blasts himself off into the horizon by now. Yeah, it will be interesting. So we do have input. Oh wow, there's our main power.
Okay. So this officially puts everything else in Logic. First thing is obviously phase on elite here.
Yep, Interslice going to do the IS, looks like. This will get us the Chisel Ice Temple item plus any of the ice locked items in Shorelines area, aside from Western to West.
There goes
Interslice bought.
Samus. Just Samus is gonna throw up.
Yep. So for those of you who haven't seen Infinite Speed before, basically if you kind of wedge yourself in certain parts of collision, you can gain basically exponential amounts of speed. Eventually that will overflow, and the camera position or the Samus's position will get set to not a number. And with boost, that basically means you can collide with every object in the room at once, which will allow you to get certain checks that you shouldn't be able to. Unfortunately, this also messes with the camera. If you unmorph, you're going to get an effect called Light Show, which will basically render it impossible to see what's going on. So you'll need to stay in boost ball form while this is active. And it can be, the Light Show can be fixed by entering a cutscene. So you'll see Interslice take this form all the way to probably the Shorelines save station.
I hope he remembered to remove the missile shield.
I did not see what Interslice picked up in Chosen Ice Temple. Did anyone catch that?
Well, we were using that audio and it didn't play the progression jingle, so it's probably nothing important.
Oh, you don't get to know.
Oh, it did? It did play it? Oh. Okay, so we
All right, unfortunately, pretty much everything left on the tracker
Interslice has thermal? Interslice has thermal since when?
When Interslice was cleaning up Choza earlier, did go back and pick that up.
Okay, I hadn't seen that.
So yeah, unless Interslice suddenly starts jumping twice, we're not going to know if that was actually a major item or not. Everything else is kind of not visible to us on the UI.
Okay, so I'm getting mixed messages here from chat. Because one person says it played the major item fanfare, and the next message says it played the minor fanfare. We haven't checked Canyon yet, have we?
Nope, I don't think Interslice did anything in the Shorelines area the first trip. And yeah, Missile Shield's still intact here, so definitely hasn't been through here yet. Reggie finds this second artifact here in the main quarry.
Isn't that the third? Isn't that the third artifact? Like elite
what
research?
Else have they picked up? Oh, elite research. Yes, you are correct. That is number 3. Reggie gonna take a save warp out of Mines here. So Mines was not the answer, which makes it likely that Interslice is heading in the direction of our space jump boots here.
Yeah, Reggie is actually in the lead right now.
I don't know. I'm not sure I would say that. I think it's hard to tell. But I think Interslice is probably more likely to find space jump first, and that will kind of break this seat open.
It's definitely close. Like Reggie is a lead ahead. Strictly speaking, it's only ahead in artifacts. When it comes to progression, I'd say Interslice is a bit ahead actually because of supers. For example, Interslice is pretty close to the point where you need supers to access quarantine, so...
So Reggie with that save warp, unfortunately, is going to be forced to head all the way to rear Chozo again. We'll be able to grab the Hall of Elders check, which unfortunately is nothing. But I think it's pretty much cleared everything else out here. So this is just kind of forced backtracking, given that our elevators here are not great. For anyone coming in late, we've got
Plasma
two-way
beam.
unchecked elevators, and our main plaza elevator goes to Sun Tower. So, and we started in Chozo. But yeah, excellent find there from Interslice.
Good. We're in go mode. Except for space jump. Oh yeah, we have space jump go mode.
That's great.
Oh, nice. That's new.
Interslice, yeah, can go to laps in the front, but I think going through Thardis might make more sense. Although, what's this now? Oh, this might be just making a save to reset out.
So, Interslice might be planning on either doing labs or fighting Thardis.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
it's
Horde
labs.
Labs.
It's labs. Yeah, so since it's almost impossible to get back up, and it's just very annoying, yeah, I think Interslice is just gonna hope that they get space jump in here, and if they don't, they're just gonna reset out.
Oh, that's right. Reggie hasn't been back through here with scan even, and so did not have access to these dynamo checks. So we'll clean those up. Also, Hall the Elders.
Unfortunately, that's a waste of
Princess.
time, which is unfortunate. I said that twice. Why am I? Space jump on Thardis. Ah, I mean, it's either Thardis or a Mega Pirate.
Honestly, at this point, Spaceship on Thardis is one of the more convenient locations it could be for our runners.
Yeah, exactly.
Spaceship on Central Dynamo would be quite garbage.
At this point, we just want to see it as soon as possible. Like, it's incredible how weird we think the being without space jump for so long is. Like, how weird we find it when in the vanilla game you really do spend a lot of time without space jump, unless you do the early alcove.
So Interslice has no interest in NSJ Observatory. Is going to quit back out to Ruin Courtyard here after checking Hydra, which is unfortunately just a missile. Yeah,
hopefully space jump isn't like in observatory. I'm not sure that's possible. It might be.
Alrighty, so Reggie here unfortunately has this triple ghost layer. Wait, no, just single ghost. Never mind.
So Interslice is using warps and saves a lot, which is actually pretty smart. Reggie does need to go get supers at some point. Interslice is doing Thardis. One powerbomb should do the trick, yeah.
Yep, one powerbomb will take out the first two rocks. Wow, nice snipes there, getting the thermal phase done before even the bomb could take care of it. One for some plasma snipes while it rolls around. Unfortunately, it turned in the correct direction. I think there's some way to kind of, if you decide which way to roll, you can kind of manipulate Thardis into having its weak spot vulnerable to you, or showing to you. But I actually forget
sometimes
the order of operations there. And Reggie gonna get this Hall of Elders check out of the way.
So this whole section of the fight is just padding.
Actually, think about it. We could have space jump on Elder Chamber.
Ah, that would
really
be hopefully not. It's possible, but that doesn't mean you should do it.
I honestly don't know the setup for the IS here. If you need space jump to do it reasonably, or if Reggie could try to go for the IS.
Space jumping biohazard.
Yeah, I think if space jump's anywhere in Vendrana, Interslice is going to find it quite a ways before Reggie does. Really, I think Reggie needs it to be somewhere weird and needs to choose to go somewhere weird rather than Vendrana. But even then, is going to miss out on this plasma beam that Interslice picked up. And so we'll have to
They're actually doing a good job here with Thardus. There we go. Let's see if it was worth it.
Infinite speed is never in logic, so it won't be. It would never be that IS was the
flamethrower. Yes.
All right, required Thardus.
Okay, looks like that was indeed worth it. Okay, let's see Quarantine Cave. Can you imagine if Space Jump is on there?
Gosh, anywhere we find it is going to be pretty rude.
There it is.
Oh, excellent.
In Quarantine Cave. Okay.
All right, so that is go mode for Interslice. Interslice definitely will be comfortable with the boost trick and hat, so no need for that gravity suit. So yeah, Interslice is free to go pick up all their artifacts.
1 hour, 11 minutes, and 30 seconds in. That is our space jump and go mode.
Yeah, nothing in lower mines this seed.
Have you ever seen go mode space jump?
That's a first for me. Yeah.
With flamethrower as well.
Reggie back in workstation will pick up the super missiles. As it turns out, they actually weren't required this seed, but still definitely very nice to have on hand for XO.
Yeah.
Interslice finds gravity suit.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
Honestly, not a bad find here. That ups Interslice's
yeah,
damage
that's actually pretty good.
20 to 50%, and given that Interslice only has 3 E-tanks, that is a decent amount more survivability for final bosses.
Plus gravity's purple, so like, you know, instant win right there.
Skips by Life Grove Tunnel.
Okay, that was the artifact. Now we don't even need to check the pool. Yeah, Interslice got every major item, only missing 2 beam combos. We can make without them. I'm sure we can do without them just fine. Ah, let's see, bar skip. 1, 2. Okay.
Very nice there from Interslice.
Gravity was in the side room in
Great Tree Chamber, yeah.
Great Tree Hall. That you normally need X-ray for. Okay. I think that's the 3rd artifact for Interslice. I don't think they've got ones in mines. Which Reggie does have, so we'll see that. And the last one is where exactly?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. Yeah, we have the 2 in Upper Mines. We have the 2 in the Life Grove-ish area.
PPC?
Ah,
PPC.
right, PPC. So
Yeah, we
that's right
needed
by
space
Artifact
jump for
Temple.
that.
Okay, so
Okay,
yeah, so
so
Interslice will
Interslice can
do
get all of them. Just needs to
reverse
go
frigate
get them.
heater to get back to those 2 mines elevators in early Talon. And from there, just needs to do a quick mines
Oh,
loop, and we'll get spat right
that
back out in
was a
early Talon.
stunning Saint morphing. That was beautiful. But yeah, the only like all the artifacts Interslice needs right now are in mines, so we just need to go there, then get back to Talon, and that will be it.
Yeah, Mines was in a pretty interesting location this seed, being only accessible through early Talon. Works really well for Interslice, given that going here last with all the required items, pick up the artifacts, and can turn around and get right back to Artifact Temple quickly. Unfortunately, with Reggie, on the
These
other hand, going
lifts
there earlier, needed a save warp, which save warping in this seed kind of puts you back in the middle of nowhere.
these lifts were just both very boring and interesting.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting elevator layout. My favorite still was just the main plaza going to Sunterra. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's really amazing when it happens. It's happened to me recently with an Echo seed where I had one way cycle, and like the first 3 destinations were all in Aegon.
Yeah, Aegon shuttle service. Interslice getting closing in on mines here. Let's see. Real quick to do back to front. I'm actually certain what the best route through mines here is.
Luckily, no particular plasma locks this time. So you could potentially have plasma go mode instead of space jump.
Yep, that is true. Yeah, both were accessible kind of at the same time here. Reggie will almost certainly find this plasma first. Hitting. Let's see. It looks like he's going to do the Ice Temple checks first. Curious to see if Reggie also goes for this IS. Not quite getting the scan dash there.
Why is Reggie doing an X-ray combat dash when he has scan visor?
So the place that you want to scan them to get the correct direction for the dash, they actually kind of phase out of existence there with the scan visor.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is a little nice to lock on.
Oh,
With
so you have to do it with them. You have to do it with those things. You can't do it with anything else.
I believe for that dash, the best thing you can use is the flicker bats.
Oh, that sucks.
And so let's get artifact number 4 here in the main quarry.
Visor. Blueprint visor. Yeah, everything just looks like blueprints. So now we just need PPC and elite research, which will be coming soon. Very close. Yeah, going straight there. Straight over to research.
And Reggie gets the dash second try. Very nice. Yeah, this dash is pretty annoying. And if you fail at NSJ, you need to go all the way around. So, good thing Reggie was able to get it here.
Ah, yeah. It's very annoying. Oh, doing a BSJ. Missed a jump. Yeah, Interslice just spotted main power bombs.
Yep, having 3 is plenty for final bosses here.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't really need them.
Fortunately, getting spotted immediately by Phase on Elite here. With a few supers, should make pretty quick work of this. Unfortunately, one gets deflected there.
Maybe more than a few supers. Okay, and that's it. 5th artifact. On to PPC.
Space Jump was in Quarantine Monitor, which
Yeah,
all things
Quarantine
considered
Monitor.
was not the most cursed location it could have been on these settings. Given that the runners
Not the
did both
most
have grapple
cursed,
beam.
but pretty late. Considering how early Randomania tends to give you space jump.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that laser was on strike there for a moment there for Interslice.
It would be interesting if it would be interesting to like do maybe a 5th week special for a weekly, and just have it with no space jump.
Okay, nice. Reggie gets I think the most difficult bomb jump there. Oh no, and falls.
And falls.
Maybe I was
Yeah.
wrong. But
Yeah, no,
some of these
see,
bomb jumps look very, very difficult.
When you're commentating these things, you need to like be quiet when it happens. Like wait until the runner is a safe distance away, and then you can say, "Oh yeah, that was pretty nice."
Oh yeah, maybe this bomb jump up the statue is more difficult than it looks, and it seems to like to push you off it on back all the way down if you don't quite get onto the standable there.
The statue came straight from Echoes, it seems. So slippery. Yeah, Reggie's having a lot of trouble with that, actually.
Oh gosh, what a trick.
I like how I'm seeing so many double BSJs on the same day that I decided to learn how to do them.
Yeah, definitely a good skill to have in your repertoire.
I mean, it's an extra jump. What more could you possibly want?
Hey, Reggie gets it.
Okay.
Hopefully the worst is over. Well, I'm not
Hopefully,
too familiar with this climb, honestly.
hopefully he also gets this little jump. Okay. Okay. We're still not quite safe yet. Yeah, probably want to
Yeah.
clear out the enemies before doing this. Yeah, just to be sure. Okay. I think we're in the clear. And by the way, Interslice got the last artifact in PPC, so that's officially go mode. 122.
Reggie finishes the climb. Very nice. That is not easy.
Yeah, it's a climb that looks easy, and to a degree isn't too hard, but it's just so many jumps that you have to do back to back, and if you miss once, you have to do it all over again. So it's just time consuming, really. It's time consuming more than hard.
Well, I at least am not terribly comfortable with BSJs at all in Prime. The camera manipulation is a lot more difficult. So yeah, perhaps Reggie for pulling that off.
Okay, Reggie isn't doing infinite speed.
Well, you do need to. So the boxes you need for the infinite speed are behind the walls. So you have to activate this when you complete it to be able to do the IS. So the fact that Reggie approached a missile expansion actually says to me that he is going to go for this IS.
But why?
So that he can get Chozo, mostly for Chozo Ice Temple, because having to do that climb again once you find Plasma would be atrocious.
Well,
Meanwhile, Interslice onto Ridley. Unfortunately, getting a slightly early pause there. They are pretty well equipped for Ridley here. We have the Plasma for the first phase and Boost Ball for the second.
and Boost Ball for the 1.5 phase, and a ton of missiles for the last phase. Actually, not a ton of missiles. We only have 65. Which isn't that many for Metroid standards.
That's a decent amount of ammo. Probably to get through all the power phases of the Exo fight. So shouldn't really be a problem.
Okay, Reggie is doing infinite speed.
Bye bye Ridley's wings. Hello phase 2. Starting off with some nice RNG there.
Looks pretty good so far. Yeah.
Friendly Ridley so far. Let's see how it goes here.
What?
Dash. Unfortunately misses the snipe.
How big is the window to get him when he does this?
You have a decent amount of time. The trick is that his hand kind of comes up and blocks his mouth. So and if you lock on and aim, it will always hit the hand. So you got to manually aim, which is a bit tricky.
So that's annoying.
Several good hits there in a row.
Oh, okay, that was a good enough Ridley. We saw like 2 or 3 dashes from Ridley, like charges. I'm not sure what you'd call that. Getting a bit of a light show here. A bit, just a little triangle.
Reggie also has cast off his mortal shell.
So that's the anatomy of Samus. You can see a glowing orb of anger. Oh no. Oh, okay. That kind of fixed itself. Okay, over to Impact Crater. Let's see if the climb goes well. Hopefully it does. Yeah, just you shouldn't try infinite speed if you're vulnerable to getting epileptic attacks.
Yeah, apologies for missing the warning on the second one there. Interslice makes short worker of Phase Encore here. Climbing up before the Metroids can bother him, and we'll be heading into the Exo fight.
I guess it's not as bad as it could be. Like, I've definitely seen worse seizure-inducing errors in games. Like, try any Source game. But yeah, this is definitely pretty annoying when it happens. And could cause something. Oh, Reggie hasn't done Canyon yet.
Yep, Interslice found Plasma and Ruined Courtyard, followed not too shortly afterwards by Space Jump in Quarantine Monitor. And that was going for Interslice. Just had to travel around a little bit, picking up artifacts, and is here on Final Bosses. So Reggie won't be too far behind in Go mode here, but unfortunately still will need to head into... Does he actually even need to go back to Mines, but also needs to make it up to the Life Prep area and pick up those artifacts in Hat and Life Grove.
Yeah, unfortunately Reggie is going to have to route a bit worse because he left one artifact in Mines, PPC, so he's going to have to go all the way to PPC, then come back. I mean, luckily, at least the lift in PPC does connect to Talon, I think. So
Yeah, it's really not.
From there,
not too
from
much of a
there
divergence.
you just have to do reverse frigate, and gravity is very close to frigate, so you can just do that. You can just get gravity and go down to frigate and do it, no problem.
Yeah, actually, thinking about it, that gravity was actually pretty well placed.
Yeah,
Actually, being
it
in
was
go
very
mode was
convenient.
not likely to go
Definitely
too far
very
out of his way,
convenient.
but saved having to do a save warp, or doing reverse gravityless frigate, which is possible, but is much slower.
Yeah, we saw that. Don't remember if it was yesterday or maybe a few days back, but we actually did see reverse frigate. It was Koshi versus Alexis.
Yeah, Reggie hopefully not going to get pulled.
I think both of them. I think both of them were.
Well, Reggie does need to leave
like,
one of the snow cones alive for the scan dash.
Oh yeah. Those ice hat looking little buggers. Why are they like that?
Yeah, it's a lot of weight to be carrying around in a small frame, but it does give them extreme
Yeah,
yeeting powers.
they must be pretty strong overall, like for bugs. Okay. I think we're on to the final phase of Exo here, judging from the health. What did you miss, Chris? You missed Plasma in Courtyard, SJ on Quarantine Monitor, and Interslice getting the remaining artifacts and fighting Ridley. And now we're here. Meanwhile, Reggie kind of explored for a bit, and is about to reach the location of Space Jump. Hopefully, he remembers to get Plasma down here. Hopefully.
Reflecting on this seed, I actually don't know if anything outside of turning logic was actually required of these runners this race. This, this seed is...
Varioless runs have certainly weren't.
Ooh, Reggie turning around with Plasma Beam? Maybe he didn't see the Cicerion's West item. Hopefully.
Here we are.
Reggie is reclimbing, so
Fighting Essence. I wonder if Reggie is going to do Thardus and get validated. Because we could see a skip, which would help Reggie get a bit of time back. If he saw that Thardus didn't have space jump, then I doubt he would still fight it. I'm sorry, I repeat myself so much. I stutter a lot.
That's all good. So yep, Reggie does just find the missile in Ice Range. Oh no! Did he kill both snow cones?
I killed both.
Oh no! Okay, one was just kind of...
No, okay. It just needs some time to climb back up.
Did Interslice get pool skipped?
No. Maybe. Normal phase. Yeah, actually, thanks to those 2 early visors before scan, we can do the fight here somewhat normally. Okay, Reggie is doing labs, which unfortunately isn't going to pan out. I hope he just loads like Interslice did.
Slice nearly done here and finishes.
Okay, there goes Essence. 134.22. GG's to Interslice. And I don't know if Reggie is gonna want to go on. We'll see. I don't think Interslice is gonna want to do an interview, right? Like I think I remember someone saying they usually don't. Oh,
We're joined by Uncle Reggie. Welcome.
Hello.
That was
Hello.
an interesting seed.
Where's Space Jump?
quarantine monitor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you were so close to it.
I mean, not really.
Thardos has flamethrower.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually like reflecting on this seed. I think the only non-tournament trick thing required was scan dashing over to Thardis's door. Everything else I think was accessible without too much in the way of tricks. It was just like the threat of them was kind of forcing you into annoying things. And also we're joined by Interslice. Welcome. GG.
Hello, thank you.
GG.
GG indeed.
I read the seed horribly wrong. I went to mines first instead of Fendrana.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think there was an unreasonable play. Like, not knowing that the launcher was there meant that like maybe some of that stuff wasn't in logic, but a decent number of checks were accessible. Just unfortunately wasn't the space jump.
Yeah, it was just a coin flip and I picked the wrong flip. And I almost went down for PPC. I'm glad that I didn't because it would have been a heck of a time getting back up.
I was super enjoying the seed's sense of humor at the beginning there with that first elevator, also the thermal visor placement.
Yeah, like the visors and the first lifts were just the best.
So
And
it's
yeah. Oh, yeah,
unfortunate.
Sloan
I
actually
played
got
pretty
spotted
poorly
right away.
and made a bunch of wrong decisions, which is just unfortunate. I was punished pretty much at every turn.
Oh yeah,
And
chat
was
reminds
also
us.
playing very badly.
Chat reminds us that both of you did workstation without scan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remembered after. I was like, oh, well, yeah, that's not happening, is it?
Oh yeah, wait.
I did a lot of stuff where I started doing stuff and then remembered I don't have the thing to do this thing.
I think you only did it like twice, 3 times.
3
something
times.
like that.
Went to Shorelines, forgot I don't have scan to open the door. Tried to go to Flogger early before I actually picked up.
Wavebuster was an Omega Pirate.
Oh my gosh, that didn't even occur to me. Yeah, I was wondering why you bailed out of Fendrana, but yeah, I couldn't do anything there without scan. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you couldn't unlock the only door you needed without scan.
Yeah, I hardly ever shuffle it, so the little quirks like that escape my notice too.
Yeah, this seed was fairly linear, except for that little split you could have done Fendrana to mines or something like that. So I was a little bit worried at the end that maybe Reggie had pulled ahead somewhere, since I did some things that were like a waste of time, like Flagra.
Oh, yeah, I did all that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reggie actually cleared out everything from Choza before leaving for the first time.
Yeah, I opted to wait to get supers.
Yep, makes sense.
Where was Grav?
Gravity was in what's that little room called?
Great tree
Where you
chamber.
need. Yeah.
Perfect spot for that. I had some.
Yeah, it was really convenient.
Well, yeah, because that other elevator has to go to Great Tree Hall Upper, doesn't it? In Fendrana, the quarantine monitor.
Yeah. Were you planning to do reverse frigate one way or the other?
No, I wasn't, because there's the room right after hat is like really hard to do without gravity suit. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty tough.
very slow.
And
it's very
slow.
slow. It takes a long time.
Mhm.
Difficult and slow. So it's
But those elevators were terrible, and it would have taken a long time to get around the other way.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do unchecked.
Yeah.
I know it's an old one, but I really like how you had heat runs enabled in Logic and ended up starting with Varia.
yeah.
That actually goes back to what Baha was saying about, like, I'm not sure, like, how much this seed was actually differed from normal tournament settings in the end.
Yeah, I think this is the first space jump go mode I've ever had.
Yeah, this is the first one we've seen at least in a while. I've never seen it before, but
I've
maybe
never
someone
had a
else
space
has.
jump go mode seed.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, it was a nice phase on suit location. Not having to search for that in the end game.
Nice and convenient.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather it have been space jump.
I was in my darkest heart of hearts, I was hoping for space jump on Central Dynamo as like an awful point of no return check.
Yeah.
I was worried about that when I didn't go for it. I was really worried about that.
I was worried about space jump and deep Vendrana.
Yeah, that's another bad PONR.
I was
Oh,
actually
yeah.
gonna go save after I did Quarantine Cave just to like take
Space
that
jump in Gravity Chamber.
Yep, could be something like that. And yeah, getting out of Frozen Pike and a Shea is total garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Same as climbing. If you have to climb, like try to climb back up to the middle section of Pendrana's Edge, it's exceptionally bad.
Yeah.
No, it's a shame there wasn't anything in mines at all except artifacts.
Yeah.
Because when I found plasma, I knew. I was like, all right, well, this is over.
Well, no, wait. There was one thing in Mines, Wave Buster on a Mega
Yeah.
Pirate.
And that can progress right to the
Oh,
trash
main
can.
PVs were there too.
Yeah, which
Oh yeah,
basically
main
didn't matter.
PVs were there too. You went out of your way to get them, but Interslice didn't.
No, I wasn't.
They were right there. I figured I might as well.
I was in go mode at that point, and I was worried Reggie was either ahead of me or right behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, this seed ended up being one of those where if you make one wrong decision, suddenly you're wasting like hours upon hours of your time.
I mean, that was pretty much the whole race at that point. If you went to mines instead of Pendrana, you lost. That's 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened.
That's just what happened.
But yeah, I mean, both of you sitting at 5-1 now. Probably likely to even be the number 1 and 2 seeds getting into the top 8. So you'll both have more opportunities ahead of you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to another rematch in the top 8.
Yes.
Probably with less stupid settings too.
Yes.
We actually have a few races with interesting settings like this. Like I'm seeing like so many lines here of text in the schedule. Like the next race at 7 p.m. between Air Razor and Loki. It just says runners agreements a lot, and then there's a link to a message on Discord.
Yeah, definitely a lot of players feeling a little crazier in the last round here.
Yeah, there's many interesting settings here to see. I wish I could help with some of the next races, but unfortunately, it's going to be very late for me. So,
Yeah, I guess turn it over one last time to Interslice and Reggie. Any other final thoughts about the seed?
Kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. The like threat of the advanced
Kinda
settings
cool, I guess.
was very interesting to watch, even though like a lot of that stuff wasn't required. Just seeing y'all pull off some pretty cool tricks.
Yeah, I actually did 2 practice runs before this, like in preparation for this race, and both times I had some start red to look something up because I didn't know how to do it.
Oh wow.
So I was really worried that would happen this time, but luckily no.
I was kind of
Huge
frustrated
thanks.
that not a single one of my like really hard NSJ tricks pulled off anything. I didn't get anything for any of the crazy stuff I did.
Did you any HPJs or anything like that?
No, I was prepared to do it or to do one for Plasma in Elite Control Access because I know the UBJ for that.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, one of the very first route divergences was Reggie did Tower Chamber like immediately in Jozo, whereas I think you came back quite a bit later in our slice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
did the
unfortunately,
scannable since we didn't have scan.
yeah, unfortunately, Reggie could have gotten Spider so much earlier and just done Hall of the Elders, for example, and just
I knew
went-
progression was there.
Yeah,
I knew there was
you could have
progression there.
you could have gone to the pool so much earlier than you did, trying to do that jump with the bombs, and like Spider was waiting for you right there, and you
Yeah, it's
just
awful not even be able to
didn't
scan
get
that
it.
item.
Yeah, it just scan makes a huge difference, really, when you shuffle it. You don't realize how much you use it until you don't have it.
Yeah.
All right, I guess with that, so yeah, we've got 3 more races tonight.
Yeah,
First
that
of which
should be
starts
cool.
at 7 o'clock Eastern, and a pair more starting at 8. So stay tuned for that.
Oh yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
2 at 8.
Yeah, thanks to both our runners for putting on a great race here. Be sure to give them a follow, and as well, be sure to give my co-commentator here, Sean, a follow.
Well, I didn't do anything, so I followed Baha instead.
Oh no, you were good.
Thanks for commentating and tracking. That's pretty hard.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a bit easier when you're both doing both.
Yeah, chat helped me out.
Yeah,
Helped me out a
chat
couple
helps
times
a
as well.
lot.
So. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
with that,
that was it.
we can call it here for this afternoon. And yeah, thanks to everybody again for watching, and we will see you next mission.
See you next mission.
See you in the top 8.
No, you.